King Von has, been going viral. I think he's always, still in the news, man. One of the more, loved dudes out of Chicago, man.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet and become close friends and everything?
It's crazy. I just told this story before. Man, bro, Vaughn, he always been in and out of jail, even when we was kids. So like, growing up, if you really from where you from, everybody probably heard each other names, but it's hard to really get in like a vibe with it when he always booked. Cause Vaughn was even when he came home, when I finally did get around him, he was fresh out, like off doing like a 2-year bid, like a year and a half or something he was doing as a juvie. So when he came home, I remember going to the O. It was cold. It was probably like end of 2011. It was cold. And I'm sitting in the front. This when the gates were still tall. I'm sitting in the front gates. And it's a nigga walking up. He got on a like fake, it's like a trench coat, but I don't want to say it's trench because that'll make it sound like it was too long. But it was a coat that was like past, like it came to like his mid thigh. You feel me? It was like a tan coat with a hood, with a fur on the back. So I remember walking up, and it caught my attention because I couldn't see the face because I never really could see that far. But I could see that his coat is zipped all the way down, open, and he don't got no shirt on under it. This nigga walking around free shirting, like how you free ball. He's free shirting, like he don't got no shirt on under his coat. It's about 20 degrees outside. This nigga don't got no shirt on. Oh man, who the fuck this freaky ass nigga walking up, folks? This Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? So I know who he is and shit, but this is my first time really getting to, like, gang bang with folks because he always in jail. So now, that whole day, I think we spent that whole day I was in the O. And like that whole day it was just like, man, I fuck with dude. Like he really liked that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with him, you know what I'm saying? He one of them niggas, he smile all day. He ain't walking around on no tough shit all day. He just like playful. He tweak, yeah, scream, tweak, holler, all that. We tweaking, you know what I'm saying? So we spent the whole day together, man. Like we spent that whole day together. I remember that first day, me meeting him, it was like, yeah, I fuck with folk. Like, you feel me? It was one of those instant as like, oh yeah, he locked in.
Did him and L.A. Capone know each other?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I just also spoke on that before too. Him and L.A., he actually got locked up in L.A. coat, and L.A. ended up having to keep his pelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, one day, we was in the hood was hot as hell. He wanted to trade coats. He wanted to take his pelly out. L.A. wanted the pelly anyway. It's a pelly, leather pelly, rhinestones on it and shit. So they ended up swapping pellies. Him and L.A. was close as hell. You see, I don't know if you paid attention, but if you go look at him, like if one of them pictures where he got on a tank top or he got a shirt, he got L.A. tatted on him big as hell on one of his arms. It's on one arm right here. Him and L.A. was real close. You know what I'm saying? Him and L.A. was like, me and L.A. being close, so if you with me, you gonna be close with LA because you gotta be like all of us is mingling. This my right hand man. LA my right hand. So Vaughn being with me all the time became like, yeah, all the guys. And not to say that I was like the bridge between his block and mine, but between me and him, we was locked in every day. You know what I'm saying? So him and LA got it. And LA was coming to the O too. Like LA used to be in the O in the WIC a lot with Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Like him and folks had a lot of the same type of qualities too. And for them, they liked each other. They was real fond of each other. Folks had got locked up in LA coat. He left out the back of my crib one day. We was at my crib. I told him it was hot as hell, man. And he ain't get no. He was like, I gotta go to the block. He wasn't finna sit in my crib all day. I gotta go to the block. He went right to the block and got locked up in LA coat. You know what I'm saying? So him and LA was definitely close.
What was his reaction when he found out that L.A. Passed away?
Just like everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? And what's so crazy is he got locked up, and I think when LA got killed while he was in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because he came home and he was booked when LA got killed. You feel me? And I would just remember him, cause Von, bro, he not a sentimental nigga. Like he not one of them niggas who like, especially while he in jail, like he not gonna be like in there, like, cause he fighting whatever he fighting or he booked for whatever he booked for. He can't hurt about the shit over the phone to let niggas in jail see him weak. Like folks don't, he don't want to see niggas in jail, can't see Von go through too much, but he go through shit in there. So I remember when he came home and when he was out, we was in the O, and he was talking about the shit like. That's when I realized like folks really don't give a fuck about none of the ops, like, cause LA kind of really did have a toll on Von. I ain't even gonna lie, like Von really did, like that was like one of Von's close homies. Like he didn't get folks tatted on him for no reason. Like he actually did look at LA like that's my real little brother, for like, and he was behind his music, like he knew for one line and no rap, so he was just overly like he was kind of emotional after that shit. Like damn, for like, and for he one of them niggas for when shit happened to the guys while he booked, he be feeling like it's his fault. Like if I was out, that shit would have never happened. He one of them type of niggas. He think that what he was doing out here, he would have just the ops wouldn't have even been able to get up on folk. They would have been hurting on folk. No, like he just one of them type of niggas. He blamed everything on himself, on bro. When shit happened to Troy and shit, he just blamed himself. That's how you do.
Can you break down kind of the Twitter communication between ops? Because I seen you talk about how like Duck tweeted you after LA got killed and kind of said like keep your head up and everything.
Yeah, he did. Man, with that when you argue or you talking back and forth with your ops, a lot of you don't want to like say, Vince, we arguing, man. It's like it's real live sarcasm. That's really all that is, bro. Like it's not genuine. It's like if we saying things like, "Oh, keep your head up," or "Get well soon," it's just some funny. It ain't nothing that'll be like, damn, his ass trying to ride and be cool. Nah, it's a hidden message in that. Like there's a lot of hidden messages, man. You know what I'm saying? And we don't do like I ain't trying to say like it be incriminating or nothing. It just be like, he don't mean that shit, bro. Whatever nice he said, he don't mean it. Don't act like you think he mean it. Don't run up on him thinking y'all friends because he said it, because he gonna kill you. He was just, it's sarcasm. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. And I feel like that's how a lot of arguments should be, man. You got to do sarcasm on social media, because once you get to going all in and shit, you just be fronting your shit, man. Especially how arguing on social media is now. Like, with all these blogs and sites and pages that's going to catch them, you got to, like, kind of be on point about arguing. You feel? Because that shit ain't going to never go away. You feel me? You gonna be over there like, damn, I said that? You always wake up, or when you calm down from an argument, you be like, damn, I ain't even had to go that hard. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any other tweets that you got out there from somebody that kind of surprised you or anything?
Man, I used to get hella tweets from the ops, man. I used to get hella tweets from Young Money, 051. You know what I'm saying? I used to get hella tweets from, but nobody who really I stand out. Just I remember all the ops just always tweeting us sarcasm all the time. Duck shit stood out because it was Duck, and Duck was actually a nigga who I've known. I know him longer than I known Ki. So it's like him, me and his beef. It was just like it was always a little more sarcasm and like funny shit and shit he say or we say to each other. Cause when you know a nigga since you was like 9 or 10, it's like you just be like, and he become an op. It's like, nigga, we beefing, but nigga, get the off. We used to hoop, man. Stop playing with me. You feel me? Like, it was one of those. It's like, I've been knowing him, so him tweeting me. A lot of the ops, man, a lot of them niggas don't be big ops, meaning like you don't know these niggas by, like the ops always knew me. They know my name, my face. You don't know a lot of big ops, big niggas who you could know by name and face. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the ops I was booked with in the county, I could have walked right past them niggas, never would have knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, But Duck, he a nigga like, you know what I'm saying? He a big op. So when he say certain shit, it stick.
How did you guys meet, and at what point did your guys' friendship kind of start to go? I don't know if you guys had a friendship, but
Nah, we was
you know what I'm
close.
saying.
I f with Duck. I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
Duck
you guys
was
were friends as kids.
Yeah, we was friends. we was man. Duck used to live across the street, and he used to live in my hood. Duck used to live across the street. We had a YMCA in the hood on 63rd and Wabash, and it was a animal shelter across the street, and it was one apartment building next to that shelter, and he lived in it. And every day after school, we used to go to the Boys and Girls Club. Right after school, we would leave straight because Bessie Ross was on. Bessie Ross was, and even before we was going to the Ross, just on Wabash. But Bessie Ross was on 61st and Wabash. That was on 63rd. So as soon as you leave school, go right to the center. Him. Every time we get in there, he in there. He always been tall as hell. So he either the captain of one of the teams picking the players or somebody picking him. So you always gonna end up playing Duck or being on his team. You know what I'm saying? When we hooping or when we upstairs and we on the computers or they even put a game in there. We upstairs playing a game. We playing a game against each other. Shit like that. Like we didn't like he was low key a everyday nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like and that was all the way from shit like 07. You know what I'm saying? 07 all the way to like I really want to say I'm gonna say 10. I'm gonna say like 10. We from 7 to 10. You know what I'm saying? Because beginning to 10. You know what I'm saying? Because after 2011, it was that in 2011 in late 10, but it really in like 10 was the last time he was able to live what he was living and be at the center comfortable with us. I feel him like it was over with after that because the street shit just started getting so heavy. And what was so crazy about Duck, man, like when before the streets, like he was in my hood so much, like bro, you had to cross a lot of blocks to get on Gyro. So like we never even knew like he was connected to them niggas in no way, like or like even before they was the ops, we didn't know he was connected to niggas who wasn't us, Like I basically thought like if Duck claimed the hood, he was gonna start claiming our shit or something. Like you feel me? Like this nigga went to the other side. Like but he was already locked in with them niggas, man.
What was things like after things kind of got tense between your guys' hoods, man? Did you ever run into him after that or see him or anything?
What's so crazy is, bro, it was so crazy. I used to see him every day. I went from not seeing him in person for years, bro. Like when him and Ide was doing it was so crazy, bro, with Duck because Duck went from like my main everyday homie to like the biggest op that we had on from any hood. Like, you feel me? Duck wasn't a nigga who like went silently. Like that rap beef shit, he started it with us. Like you would think a nigga who came from my side or was with us a lot wouldn't come for us how he did. Like he started coming for niggas like niggas was never with him or he never knew us. Like, and he was provoked. He had his reasons too. It was busting. He ain't nothing was tweaking. It was a lot of that going on back and forth. But it was just crazy how it ended up being him out of all people that was like chosen to be the biggest op because nigga, you was with us every day. Like he was with us every day, gang. Like so me seeing him. Me watching these videos, because him and Ide going back and forth, they make a song, got the song, like, me knowing the back history of him and me being with him, it was just like every time, like, wow, bro, like, cause Duck was like he wasn't no bitch ass nigga or no nigga who you wouldn't want to hang with every day or you wouldn't want to be with. He a nigga who you want to be with when the fight start or shit like that. Like, it wasn't no bitch ass nigga from. That was another reason why it was crazy, cause like I knew once we got into 204, it was gonna be like, yeah, motherfucker gonna really have to clap folk, cause he not gonna duck his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he not gonna duck his shit. He gonna keep coming, keep tweaking, keep rapping, making shit. He gonna keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it was just tough, folk, because That was like a lot of niggas from the hood knew Duck personally, like been around every day personally, like especially niggas who was Front Street and 600 because dude, that was who was in the center in the Boys and Girls Club every day. You know what I'm saying?
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.